Hi guys, so I'm back with my latest Zenmarket haul, and this actually arrived to me yesterday and rather late last night, so you're not going to be seeing me taking things out of this package because everything has already been taken out and sorted through. I just wanted to show you the box it came in, as well as all the packing material that they use pretty consistently for all of our packages they make up, even if you don't ask for extra protection. So it seems like my UPS packages, which is what this package was shipped through, they seem to be coming really late to me lately. And whenever it's dark out, I would rather not film, so I thought this was a better way to go about it. So now I'll show you all the things I bought. Okay, so first up, I'm gonna share some albums that were inside this package. So I didn't end up ordering a ton of albums or photo books or things of that nature, even though the box everything came in was really large. It was mostly just filled with photo cards. So I'll first share these Dreamcatcher albums that I finally have. So this is their Alone in the City, which is their latest mini album. And I think this is actually my favorite release from Dreamcatcher to date. All the songs on here are great. And so I was holding out buying these when it first came out because I really like to buy Dreamcatcher albums with my biases of photo cards because they're typically pretty hard to trade for. I found it pretty easy actually to buy their albums with my biases cards on these Japanese sites like Yahoo Auctions. So along with both these copies came with Yuhan's full set. So that is primarily why I bought this using a proxy site. And honestly, this probably ended up costing me about the same if I were to buy these brand new from a Korean store. So overall, this was a really good deal, and I think I'm going to continue doing this with Dreamcatcher's albums in the future. And then another album I picked up was yet another copy of Go Crazy, and this copy has Kun CD plate. So I have almost everyone's CD plate for this now. I just need Junho's, and I finally have them all. And now the last two actual albums in this haul are two TVXQ singles. And so I ended up getting their Big East versions of Road and Jealous. And funnily enough, it looks like I have their Big East version of Jealous before I have their limited and regular version of this album because it still hasn't arrived to me because I ordered this with some other pre-orders. But like all Big East versions, they come with these really pretty CD plates and a Big East photo book. So very happy to have these, and I think this Jealous one is one of my favorites, I guess Big East versions from them. And to continue with TVXQ, I also picked up their Catch Me concert DVD. So this is the Korean version, region all, and this is actually, I think, pretty hard to get brand new nowadays. I think it's at the moment out of print. So I bought this on Yahoo Auctions for a good price. I think on, I don't think it was Book Off, but it was another one of their fairly big used sellers. And so the cool thing about this is it comes with all these big postcards of both of them. So I think all the cards are in here. I will probably need to check an actual unboxing of this to double check, but I got this for a really good price considering this is out of print now, and I can't wait to watch this. Now in this package, I did order a few different photo books and magazines, so I'll share those with you guys now. The biggest one is this One Mic JYP Nation in Japan 2014 brochure. But this is larger than I expected, which I feel like is a common trend for a lot of proxy site purchases. And it has a really cool like rubberized texture on the cover. But this has, of course, just a lot of my favorite JYP artists, including 2PM. And what I found a little curious is that they have the biggest spread with each member having their own page, while all the other acts have fewer pages dedicated to them. But I guess that shouldn't be too big of a surprise given 2PM's presence in Japan. The other official photo book I got in this haul was Chansung's Music Bless You photo book, and I'm really glad I bought this I guess rather quickly after the event via Proxy than wait for the online goods to happen, because it looked like all these sold out and they weren't offering this online. So I'm glad I bought this because we have just a lot of very cute Chansung pictures. These fuzzy sweaters. And in this haul, I also got a fan site photo book, and besides 2PM, I also collect TVXQ photo books, and my bias is Chungmin. So I got this photo book for a pretty good price, and just a little flip of some of the photos. You can kind of see what era these were taken. So this is pre-enlistment, and after TVXQ became a duo. So I'm glad to have more fan site photo books. And then the last kind of big things are a few magazines I bought. And I'm gonna start off with the big issue where Junho was on the cover. So this came out fairly recently, and it made more sense for me to buy this on a Japanese Proxy site than buy this on eBay or through a Korean retailer, because this just ended up being really cheap and not too expensive to ship to me. And I will show you some of the photos from his spread. So he has a nice little section here, and there's some other kind of cultural articles in this issue. And another magazine I picked up was a Time magazine, actually. So Kun is, of course, on the cover here, and there's this nice photo spread of him in here too, which I'll flip through. So we have some really nice photos in here. And there's also some interviews, which I can't read, of course, because I don't read in Thai. And then this is a fashion magazine, so there's other articles pertaining to that on here. And then the last magazine I picked up was the Star One Japanese magazine, where 2PM was featured in a 2013 issue. So this is around the Grown era, and when they had their Legend of 2PM concert. So there's just a lot of nice photos of them here. Though Junho's outfit's a little questionable. So there's a lot of pages dedicated to them, which is nice to see, and their Legend of 2PM in Tokyo Dome. And you also see some other Korean stars in here as well, which is cool to see. And now I'll get into all the photo cards and smaller things that were inside this haul. And I'm going to start with, I guess, more of Chansung's Music Bless You fan meeting goods. So I ended up ordering most of his fan meeting goods through, I guess, Yahoo auctions rather than waiting for the online sales, because again, I wasn't really sure what was going to be available online later, or if things were going to sell out like that photo book did. But most of his goods didn't sell out, so you could still buy them, I think, on Kpop Town and GGG, and probably Yes Asia eventually. But this is his postcard set, which comes with this thick memo pad, some pencils, and then just 2 postcards I also got his sticker set, which just has a bunch of little stickers, his name and the fan meeting and his character Chanana. And then I also grabbed his, I guess, purchase privilege if you bought over, I think it was 100,000 won worth of goods. And then also his memorial card, which was from their kind of scratch tickets they have. And in this haul, I ended up buying a lot of 2PM kind of official sets. So I'm gonna start off with their What Time Is It live tour, I guess, postcard set. So there's one for every member here, and then a group postcard. I also have their Hands Up postcard set here, which comes with a group, and then one postcard for each member. And also this, I think this is from 2011, JYP Nation in Japan, little card set. And this comes with a set of 4 cards for each member. And I really love just the playful concepts in all these cards. And in that same JYP Nation event, they also sold these sticker sets. So you have, I guess, the tall boys on this side, and then the other guys here. And I also picked up this Fuel sticker set, which was sold at Junho's Fuel concert tour back in 2014. And I just like any of these big sticker sheets from their tours because they fill out a really nice page, I think, in my binders. So I've been trying to look for these for decent prices. And I also picked up a few just one-off trading cards that you could buy at their concerts oftentimes. So I have this Chansung Hottest Day card, this Kun and Junho Dome Tour card, 2 of Kun's fan meeting cards, their old boy versus young boy. And then for mail order cards, I got one for Kun for 6 Higher Days, and then Wooyoung from House Party. And then the last concert train card I got was one of Kun's Dome cards, which I bought in a set with some of his fan meeting lottery tickets. So this is from his fan meeting from last year, as well as lottery sticker set. And for Kun's latest concert, I picked up his Hottest membership card here from his home tour, as well as his W member card. Has a message on the back. And in this envelope here, I have a lot of, I guess, cards and promotional things for mostly Junho's movies. So this is, I think, a ticket stub for his 20 movie that showed in Japan. So you have a postcard here, a larger postcard with that same image. Then one with Junho working in the chicken shop for that movie. And this calendar card with him on this side. And then I also have this little clear file for Chansung's movie Red Carpet. And in this Zenmarket package, this is also the first time I tried ordering something from, I believe the shop is called Rakuten. I'm probably butchering that name, but that's a really well-known retailer in Japan that a lot of proxy sites will buy from. And I noticed one seller was selling just a lot of random 2PM cards for not very much money. So I ended up picking up this unused High Touch card from Wooyoung's Party Shots album. This Junkei Love Letter card that I was missing. and this glitter promotional card from 2PM's Genesis of 2PM album. And the seller was also selling a full set of 2PM's Go Crazy gift cards that I think were given out at one of the Chinese stops during their tour. And so I already had 3 of these. So if someone is looking for Kun's, Junkei's, or Chansung's cards for these, do let me know. But I'm really happy that I now have the full set with these 4 cards. And I also picked up this message card from Junkei for 2PM's 6 Higher Days tour to start kind of working more on this collection. So I try to grab these whenever they're not very expensive. And in this haul, I also picked up some of the Hottest Day Polaroid cards that were given out as prizes through their lottery tickets. And I got this Junkei one. So there are 2 different concepts. This is from their Dome concept. So for their Hottest Day goods, I don't know if you noticed with this Chansung card I showed earlier, but for their 10th anniversary, they reused, or I guess released, some images from past photo shoots that they hadn't shared before, and put them on the new goods. So this was one of the cards that you could win from these lottery tickets. So you see this one has a hole because it was one of the ones that won this card specifically, and the seller also threw in some stickers of Baby Pancake. And I also got Kun's from the other photo concept of these card prizes, and this is from their 2PM of 2PM photo shoot, which is arguably one of my favorite photo shoots from them, and same photo shoot that this Chansung card came from. And it also came with these lottery tickets and a sticker. The last of these cards I got was one for Junho for their Tokyo Dome concept, and this lottery and sticker baby pen set. And now these last photo cards I'm going to share are from their Japanese viewing of their 6 nights Korean concert. So if you went to one of these screenings, you would get a random glitter card. So I ended up getting this Junkei one, which I think the camera's picking up, but they're super glittery and really pretty, both the front and backs. And I also got this Chansung card. And so these are the same photo concepts from their 6 night merchandise goods. This Junho one. And then the group one. And other than cards, I ended up getting some keychains, which I've been slowly trying to build up my Emperor Pen collection of these rubber keychains. And so I picked up Junho's keychain that was sold along with his Traveling Alone in LA photo book. And the same seller was also selling the Oak Cat keychain that came in Taekyeon's gourmet photo book he released last year. So, I think for these keychains, what I'm going to do is try to get most of Junho's, the ones I like, and then at least one I think for all the other members' characters, because I just really like ZPM things and I can't resist. And now the last 2 things I'm going to share in this haul are 2 pretty special things that are signed by one of the 2PM members. The first one I'm going to share is a Taekyeon signed card that he handed out for one of his Christmas holiday / birthday events. And I believe this is from, I want to say it's 2013. There's not a year on this, but I'm probably going to, I'll look it up and have it correct on the photo card forum if you look at that page at all. But this is bigger than I expected. If you want to compare these cards, which fits in the BCW 3 pocket pages. and I'm just glad I found this, which I managed to snag for just a really good price. I feel like the more I look on these Proxy sites, the more good deals I find, and the more I'm tempted to just buy a lot of things, as you guys clearly see here. And then the last thing is really exciting, and it is actually a signed Polaroid from Chansung. And the seller said that they won this from one of the scratch cards for the 2016 JYP Nation, and I got this for a really good deal since no one was bidding on this, and I'm pretty sure it's authentic, so it's a real Polaroid, and it seemed like it was from a trusted seller, so I went ahead and bid on it, and I guess won it. So that's my first signed Polaroid for 2PM, so I'm really happy to have that in my collection. But I guess this concludes everything that was inside my Zenmarket package for this month. So hope you guys enjoyed me going through everything in this way, and as you guys probably expected, there was a lot of 2PM, but I had a couple Dreamcatcher and TVXQ things in here too. But I'm always building up Zenmarket hauls because that's primarily where I funnel all my Kpop money, because, well, these are the things I like to collect, and you can't really find these things anywhere else. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until my next video, bye.